Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening tonight. Well, 2022 wasn't such a good year for Calypsonians. We lost quite a few. 2022. Explainer. Winston Henry. He was known as the messenger. He was one of the Calypsonians we lost. He died. I don't know the exact date, but it was in 2022. He was known for his hits Lorraine, Don't Touch Me Ras, Horse. At his funeral, the former Justice Carmona, the former president of Trinidad and Tobago, said that Explainer started singing Calypso in San Fernando. He grew up in Samoa. He began his professional career in 1969 with the South Zone and joined the review tent in 1970. Apart from the songs mentioned above, he composed songs which express the ills of society and the oppression. Winston Henry, we will miss him, we will miss his sweet music, but at this time, may he rest in peace. As I'm here, I would also like to say something about the godfather of Calypso. The godfather of Calypso was Mr. Clifton Ryan, the bomber. He was born in St. George's, Grenada, 1928, the son of Fitzroy Ryan and Angela Joseph. He began singing Calypso in Grenada and won a national competition here in 1940. After migrating to Trinidad, he continued performing, and in 1958, he had his first hit, Gloria, which was re-recorded by Harry Belafonte and sung by Harry Belafonte. Sung and recorded by Harry Belafonte. In 1960, he was invited by the Mighty Sparrow to join the Young Brigade Calypso tent. He later became the tent manager for the original Young Brigade. Later, he performed at the Kitchener's Review. He was a protege of the Mighty Spoiler. And like Spoiler, he was known for his humorous compositions. He won the Calypso Monarch in 1964 with his classic Joan and James. Now, I remember Joan and James as a little fella coming up. And it was the first Calypso that dealt with childhood innocence and adultness. It was cleverly put. I mean, when you hear the words, dying, come here, we play to mommy. And then he tells she, you is the mommy. And then he tells she, I is the daddy. He gone again, dying. Make up the bed every do. And when you wake up tomorrow, me and you mind the popo. Listen, that was an education for a lot of people. A lot of children grew up talking about a baby coming in the sky and all this kind of foolishness. And a bird, bird bringing the baby. But it's the first time we hear that, make up the bed every dodo. And when you wake up tomorrow, me and you will mind the popo. So we know that people have to go to bed.
Yeah, you figure it out.
You figure it out, right? Yeah. Was an awakening, was an education.
Yeah, LGBT, XYZ,
There's a whole lot of stuff.
He also, I think his other song of that year was Bomber's Dream, in which he paid tribute to the late great Mighty Spoiler. So as we say legacy, you see the humorous thing goes on from Spoiler to Bomber to Funny to me, and we go on and on. In 1922, we also lost Kenny J.
2022.
Sorry, 2022.
Get afraid.
It's a senior moment. In 2022, we lost Kenrick Joseph, better known as Kenny J. Kenny J was born in San Fernando. He lived on Rambert Road. I lived on Rambert Road.
Laramie?
Laramie.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, but Kenny was a little fella. You know. In 1987, well, Kenny followed me because I was the first person from Rambert Road and Bamboo Village that joined the police force. So Kenny followed me as I learned, that was my part of my legacy. He followed me. I was someone to emulate. In 1987, Kenny J won the Police Calypso Monarch. He made it to the National Calypso Monarch 4 times. He placed second in 1990 with the song Addicted to Soca and Leave She Alone. Kenny J was a very popular soca parandero. His forte was the Dublin town songs such as I Want a Lick, Alexander, The Paintbrush, and Hush Your Mouth. I knew him as a youngster, growing up. Let me tell you, I used to tease him all the time when I saw him, because he was the son of Silla, and Silla was a dark, lovely Douglas girl. So I used to tease him and tell him I had a crush on your mommy. Kenny died during the pandemic on January the 1st, 2022. May he rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 3 Calypsonians that I pay tribute to. I thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.
Yay! Before you go, that this is something that I have questions about, and too often we don't get Calypsonian soca artists, anybody talking about how did you come about coining your stage name? And if you know about, there's Black Stallion, there's Bomber, there's Brigo, whoever, if you know any, why did you name yourself Dr. Witty?
Well, I always wrote funny songs, clever songs. And back in 1990, after the coup in Trinidad, I heard about this all happened because of a statue for Jean. So I wrote a song called A Statue for Jean. And the late Trevor John, a band leader, I was lucky he was living on my floor. So I used to go over to his apartment and we do the music, and I said, I want somebody to sing this song. He said, why you gonna sing it for yourself? I said, nah man, I can't sing. He said, but take a drink and sing your song.
So he's drunk with you.
So
He's a drunk with you.
we went to a bushery and we recorded the song, and I started off with the name. I asked him what name should I take. He said, if you could find a name and use a Witty fella, you could find him. I said, alright, Witty. So then I started off with Witty, but then at the same time there was a Jamaican label named Witty Labels. So I didn't want to confuse my name with Witty Labels. So I decided to put a handle and I give myself a doctorate.
And so yes, but let's go back a little bit in time. You have the Mystic Prowler. You have Bomber, the mighty Bomber, the mighty Sparrow, Lord Kitchener, and these names could conjure up even Black Stallion. I mean, he put black before it, but there's Stallion, and I don't think we kind of love Stallion, do we? We don't like Stallion now, do we? No, we don't. But I guess Black Stallion made it better. Yeah, it put a little molasses in the thing. Yeah, and but I think that when we start studying, this is something that we could write about. This is what we're talking about right here. If we're talking about legacy, then we're talking about scholarship. Let somebody, do some work on why Calypsonians name themselves after these people, or why you name yourself Dr. Witty. It could be a whole chapter. Yeah, it could be. But seriously, this is what we have to go through every single avenue to ensure that we understand who we are.
That's right. See, back in the day, Calypsonians took their names from popular, strong, macho people. You have Kitchener, Stalin, you know, and guys like that, the mighty prowler, you know. Sometimes we had the mighty on one side and we had the Lord, the Lord Brigo,
Yes,
the Lord Sparrow, and so on, so on, so on. So Calypsonians always had a macho, mighty thing about them, and that the name came from there. The naming came from the war heroes and the dictators and all this kind of stuff. These kind of, so that's another part of the legacy that we should know about. And then it started with Napet, who was the first one who used his own name.
His own name.
Yeah, you know, and some Calypsonians started doing that afterwards. But I didn't want to take a mighty name because I figured that was used up. And a Lord, tell a Lord.
You want education.
Yeah.
I like the doctor thing.
You come after independence. Let's put it that way. You come after independence. So
When
doctor
people
was more
ask
like
me, "But what kind of doctor you is, boy?" I said, I didn't book your scan. I don't.
and with that, thank you, doctor.